Hi crafters, this is Pam, Pam's Paper Place, and I completed this boho gypsy type journal here, and I'm going to list this today. It's, what do we got? Oops. It's 9 by 6, and I love it. I'm probably going to make myself one too. It has these pretty, like some more vintage beads, and that's a vintage purple bead there, a little blue one. So I will go through this. It has this beaded trim here, and I added these little gemstone, and then I have this attached here with a key in this bead that I made, and this little tassel, and then we have other trims. This trim here, the rhinestones, this trim, and then I added this like embroidered flower with a gem here. This is some gold netted trim, and then this opens up here and here, and that's where this pretty tie sash goes, so you can tie it. So we will open that up. And this is a design team project with 28E. It's Sherry Zamir's boho journal. I believe it's number 3. She has several boho digital kits. I will put the link to her Etsy store if you would like to order some of her digikits. Here's a pretty image. I have some purple rickrack trim here. I've added this real pretty gem resin piece with some tulle underneath it, and then I added some sequins here. And we have, this is from a TLC Creations, this journal card belongs to. And then this is some designer scrapbook paper that you could write on. It's got elephants. If you could see that, really pretty paper. And then here's a card, and I took some trim and ruffled that up so you could put a picture right there. So that goes there. And here's some more of that really beautiful purple with gold elephant trim. I have some black with pink throughout it, lace ruffle here. And then on this side you have a large open pocket to put things in. And then you have some of this little cute little fringy trim here. And this pocket here is Deli Girl right here, but I liked it because it went with this paper over here with the instrument. Added this little vintage trim here, this library pocket. So you have that card, and then this is from the kit. So it tucks in here. And then this, I made a little, put a little sequin there. And this is, what is this? It's a little booklet with some coffee dyed paper in there. About 4 sheets of coffee dyed paper. And then here we have on this purple paper clip this rose charm. Here's this Gypsy Love Song with, that's from Studio 20AD, the DigiKit. And this is on one of these seed packets, and I added this applique and this little purple trim here. And then I glued this to the inside, this map page. And then inside is this card, and I got some cards with the purchase that I made, the journal that I purchased, and this is one of them that I included in here from Aaliyah Dapina. So some of those came in handy because I could add them to this journal. And then, well, this can just kind of tuck under here too. Added that little sequence there. This has some fringe and then a little resin purple flower, and that flips up. You could journal there. It's beautiful paper. It's scrapbook paper. Then here is a pocket. It has this claim check that I got from Aaliyah, and I added this silky sari ribbon. Then I have this from the DigiKit that I shrunk down, and I added these papers that you could write in. And then here is some little applique trim, and this is a card that I got from Aaliyah, and I added some little scrappy papers with some torn edges. So that will go in here. And then here's some trim with some sequins here, DigiKit, and then here is a pretty butterfly with some crochet trim. Then we have some graph paper that's been coffee dyed. This is from the kit, and I added this brown behind it in this crochet. And then this I got from Aaliyah, and this is part of the paper that I really think is so pretty. You could add something to the back of that. Then I added this flower here, the circle, some of this paper trim, a couple journaling cards. This is from the kit. You could write on a journal card, and this is from some scrapbook paper I had. I added this real pretty trim at the top. And the paper's been coffee dyed. Here is a snippet here. This is Bohemian Gypsy Wanderer, and this has several little cluster here. Pretty. Here I've added some scrapbook paper, and then I have, this is Martha Stewart Punch. Opens up, it's got some washi right there, coffee dyed paper, some really pretty fabric, and this is the digital paper. Coffee dyed paper. Added this black lace with this, it's got a little blue netting or tulle. The scrapbook, the DigiKit. Added these sparkly gems and this crochet trim here. And then this trim along here, kind of a braided trim. And then you have an invisible pocket, and I added this gem here. And you have a little bead that I made, a bead charm, or journal jewelry. And then here's the pocket. We have this little card from the kit, and this, a little button and some fluffiness and a little tab there. And then here's another tag that I Put lace at the top and layer music paper and image and some lace. And you can see the other side has this trim at the bottom here. Added a couple sequins. And there's a crochet trim. A couple cards from the kit. Added a little resin piece there. And some paper trim, a little flower at the top. And then this is on a brad there, Follow Your Dreams. This page, I added some, to the digipaper, some lace trim along here. This little element, another little belt. And this pretty trim, sparkly trim. So we have that. And as you can see, it's got pretty along the sides here. And then here, this pocket goes over the edge. Like this. So it just flips over. Get journal inside. On this side, we have a trim and some black and gold rickrack. Some pretty scrapbook paper. I may have glued this in. But it has an earth tag. I'll have to try to get that out. And then this tag here, we've got twine and ribbon. And then on this side, I got a paper ribbon that I sewed this eyelash trim through. And then I had paper here. And then has a couple tags, journaling cards, and a paper for journaling. So this goes over the top. And then here is part of the digipaper, and I added this little twill skirt and this little trim here. It's part of her dress. Turned out really pretty. And this is beautiful flip. It's 2 pieces of real pretty fabric that I put together there. Thought it went good with this page. And then here we have a fabric tab, and then here is a pretty beaded beads that I made to add to the edge there. And then here's the middle of the first signature, and you have your buttons. Wow, I didn't realize this button was broken. Oh my gosh, look how brittle that is. I'll have to replace that button. It's so old. Look at it. Oh my goodness. We will replace that one. And here is a collaged index card with coffee dyed paper and graph, and have a pretty resin flower with netting and eyelash trim. And this is from a garden magazine. And then just added some trim here. Places to journal. Got lace here. Beautiful scrapbook paper. This is really shiny and pretty. And then here is the pocket on this side from the DigiKit. And this is a journal card. And then I added some different trims here in this pretty paper. And then you have places to write. And then here is some fun, colorful pom-poms. And I like to embellish my journals. I just like the look of it, and I don't journal so much, but I just like, flipping through it and looking at it. That's what's fun for me. More that beautiful scrapbook paper, and then I added this beautiful trim and a journal card. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Then this is the DigiKit. I added this purple shiny fabric for a tab, and then I have this little dangly trim, and then a little applique piece with a gemstone in the middle. And then on here we have a scrappy, I love to make these little scrappy clusters. I got coffee dyed paper to reinforce the edge, give it interest. And then on this side we have a paper clip with one of these little tassels. And then this holds another one of these little scrappy pads. And they're fun to make too. And this side is a side pocket. This is from the kit. I added this gold trim and this little piece here. It's pretty. And then I have this card here with a paper ribbon that I added some eyelash trim in the middle when I sewed it. And this is from the kit that I downsized for a journal card. And we got coffee dyed paper. You can see this yellow lacy trim on the side here. This has lace, and it also has a purplish lace sewn underneath it. And then you have sequins here. Give it some sparkle. This I backed on some black paper. Black scrapbook paper, digi. And these are from the DigiKit. I fussy cut the little wagon out, gypsy wagon. Coffee dyed paper. Here we have some pretty pink, bright pink lace from the kit. And I added some gray crochet trim for the pocket in this little circle that's backed on, it's a thicker backing that I have added rickrack and trim to. And then we have some of these from the DigiKit. They're pretty. I like those cards. And then this tag I had from a paper pack that I sewed around. And it's got this chiffon type ribbon tie. And then I added this pretty resin piece and some sparkly sequins. And then I added this little for a pocket. This flips up for journaling. Also, you could add something here. And then I added this from the kit, and then that flips up for writing too, and then you can tuck it back in there. And we have coffee dyed paper. Here's another really pretty cluster. And then we have writing here. And then, excuse me, it's a real pretty wide lace trim here. And then I have a fabric pocket sewed around. And then you got a little heart button. This resin piece underneath this tool. This is gathered here. Inside the little cute fabric pocket is this card. And then this is a little tiny coin envelope. This, I really like this page. And it's fun because you see all the, see how fun it is on the side? All the funness. It's chunky. It's a one signature, chunky. This is from the kit. This paper is. I added this trim here. Another little pretty sparkly resin piece. A little pink eyelet trim. And this image I backed on some scrapbook paper. A couple pieces of scrapbook paper for this pocket. This is from the kit. And this is some beautiful fabric that I sewed around. Not pretty. I like that page. Here's some coffee dyed graph paper. Then here we have DigiKit, so pretty. And then I added this ruffle. It's kind of a silky fabric, beautiful color. And then I added this sparkly tab here with some more jewelry, journal jewelry. It's a really pretty bead there. Some more tiny beads there and a purple. Ball pin, or garment pin. I added these cute little flowers here. It went well with this. And this is on this paper clip with a pom-pom. And this also goes over to the other side. Couple layers of lace with some pretty sequins. And then I backed this image, downsized it, and put it on this yellow cardstock on this pretty paper here. And this opens up for pictures or for writing. And then on this side I have some more really pretty rhinestones. Has the trim showing through on the side. This is from the kit, and I added this little medallion type applique. And inside the pocket you have this tiny little booklet. Oh, precious, it's so little. And then this goes here. This goes over the top. And then I put this little pom-pom paper clip over it. So I love this. I'm thinking about making one for myself, or maybe selling it, I'm not sure. But I, haven't started. This one started too. Just hasn't been embellished. Oops, it's upside down. Yeah, it hasn't been embellished yet. And then here we have this paper trim, and then we have a cluster here. This is from the DigiKit. I added this lace and this beautiful rickrack there on her dress. And then this is the last page. Added some sari trim, some more little yellow lace, a little gypsy sole, a couple cards with this rickrack. Oops. This is from the kit. And then this is also a place that you could put things in, and it has this very pretty purpley lace. And then you have more. This is layered, 2 layers of lace, and this beautiful sparkly elephant paper, and this kind of medallion paper. And there you have it. I really love it. And if you are interested, I will list it in my Etsy store, Pen to Paper by Pam. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.